This rogue deck has 30 cards in it. Yeah, that's the distinguishing characteristic. It runs cards. It's called Cards Rogue. Don't you get it? We're just gonna jump right into it because today we are talking about what is conceived as Tempo Rogue, but the Hearthstone top legend community refers to this specific deck as Cards Rogue. There's Ashamane Rogue, there's Pirate Rogue, and there's even like a new deck that I haven't even tested yet that I think might be the best version of Rogue that we've seen so far. So go ahead and buckle your seatbelts because we are going on a scam ride. We're just hopping on that scam train, and we're going to find most of the good Rogue archetypes in today's video, as well as showing you guys some good gameplay, because the thing about this Rogue deck is that decisions are aplenty, and sometimes you can get very lost in the sauce with the amount of options and decisions that you have to come to as Rogue. But the number one thing about all of these decks that we're going to be talking about today is tempo. It is all about tempo, and if we take a look at the meta right now, you'll see that tempo really is the name of the game right now. We have Menagerie, Death Knight, Protoss Rogue, Buff Hunter, Tree Paladin, Ham Buff DK, Zerg Hunter, Cliff, Hog, Demon Hunter, and Menagerie Paladin are the best decks at Diamond through Legend, but things quickly massively change the moment that you go to top 1000. In top 1000, I am pretty much only seeing 3 different classes at the moment. I am seeing Rogue, I'm seeing Paladin, and I'm seeing Warlock essentially acting as rock, paper, scissors into each other, so that way you can bully the popular decks while also playing very good meta decks that can hopefully beat a lot of matchups. But it really is a rock, paper, scissors between those 3 classes right now, with like Demon Hunter, slight amounts of Hunter, and like a little bit of DK starting to come back in order to counteract the Rogues and the Paladins. To where if we take a look at what's going on in the past 3 days at top 1000 Legend, you will notice exactly what I just told you. We have Paladin, we have Rogue, we have DK, we have Demon Hunter, and we also have Warlock, which is probably in the tier 3 category because this is not an easy deck to play, and a lot of players are probably unknowingly throwing games without even realizing it. But then when you take a look at HS Guru, you're going to notice that when you look on this website, a lot of gray and a lot of yellow, because again, everybody and their mother are playing different versions of Rogue and Paladin, and if you're playing another class, you are essentially trying to counteract one, if not both, of these classes, which is very difficult to do, by the way. But there's a lot of Ashamane lists. You'll see that I recently peaked at 284 with this list right here with the Cult Neophyte. I honestly stole this list from Insane, and then HSReplay did something weird with the Ziliax where it makes it look like a different deck, but I swear to God, I stole this from Insane. I did not make this deck. I'm not good at making Rogue decks, but a lot of people are very good at making Rogue decks right now. This list right here, we'll be talking about here in a second at the very end of the video, what I believe is the best version of Rogue right now. Just looking at the list, it looks super solid, super tight. But the rest of the list have a lot of nonsense going on. We have Dream Planner Zephyrs. We have Tallgath. We have so many cards that are just very weird to run. Lots of lists with Ashamane. Some people still running Marin lists. There's just a lot that's going on in this particular meta right now, and I really feel like people are starting to finally realize what direction to take Rogue. And again, just to look at the meta, you have Rainbow DK, you have all these aggro decks at Diamond through Legend, but the moment you start climbing at top 1000 Legend, it really is just about Paladin and Rogue. 17% popularity for Rogue without including all the other archetypes. 25% Paladin in the past week. Past 3 days at top 1000 Legend. You're starting to see Warlock. Remember that Warlock deck I told you about? Starting to come back. We will have a video talking about Starship Warlock with World Champion Pocket Train, but I need a couple of days to sift through the footage. We had a lot of great games, and I need to just figure out how exactly I'm going to deliver that to you. So if you like this kind of content, like, favorite, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. Drunk Paladin, though, 30% of the meta. I think I'm smelling a nerf coming pretty soon. I don't know. Whenever we hit that certain 30% popularity, no matter what legend bracket we're in, it's usually a pretty good indicator that this deck might need to be dialed down just a little bit. But top 1000 in typical fashion, instead of just playing Paladin, is trying to counteract it with this 20% Ashamane Rogue. So Rogue, Paladin, all over the place right now. There are just so many different Rogue lists running around right now. Cards like Nightmare Fuel are up for debate. Zephyrs being harder on the deck. Tallgath, again, so many weird cards. So if you're interested in any of these lists, I would highly recommend either checking out HSReplay or HS Guru in order to just peruse and look at all the options. Like even Eviscerate lists are starting to come back. I don't feel like a lot of players have really settled on one list, but this one right here is not going to be in the video, but it is actually the list I would probably recommend the most because it has the Crystal Cove package, it has the Harbinger of the Blighted bounce package, it has Ziliax for comeback and Ashamane for refillability, as well as, you know, just Saladrisil, Sandbox Scoundrel combos. There's just a lot of tempo in this deck, and you are essentially stepping on the gas with this kind of deck instead of just waiting for some sort of combo to appear. The thing about Tempo Rogue, and the thing that we will explain once we take a look at the deck that will be featured in the video coming up ahead, is just you gotta make use of the cards that you are given, and you have to push out the most amount of tempo at the right time. Because against like Blood DK and stuff like that, if you go all in and you have no refill left over and they clear you, you're probably just gonna lose the game on the spot. So knowing when to go all in on tempo and when to spread out your resources is by far the most important skill when playing a deck like this. So this is going to be the list that will be featured in the video coming up ahead, and honestly, this list is very close to the other one I was showing you with Crystal Cove, but it's got cards like Mixologist in here as like a way of trying to like minimize some of the aggro decks that you might come up against. Sometimes this card can be very good in the mirror in order to give you potions that increase the health of your minions so you can just absolutely stay on the board. I would argue that this card is very good if you're seeing a lot of rogue mirrors or potentially a decent amount of aggro so you can interact with their board, but it just really depends on what metagame you are encountering in order for me to recommend what is the perfect 30 for Rogue. But one thing I find very interesting, and in my opinion, what actually defines this as Cards Rogue, is this Creature of Madness actually finding its way into the deck. There's been almost no other decks aside from Dark Gift Warlock that even wants to run this, let alone is actually running this. And there's just a lot of really good options from this card, but I will say that's not Charge. Charge is not the best Dark Gift that you can get with this deck. No, 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 no. It's actually Sweet Dreams +4/+5 in order to give your next turn 3 a gigantic amount of stats. And this is exactly what I'm talking about, where you're just trying to push tempo as much as you can. Now, if you have this on turn 2, you are probably going to play it as soon as you can, so you can then play your 3-drop on turn 3. However, there's one thing you cannot sleep on in this deck, and that is the Harbinger of the Blighted doing absolutely disgusting, deplorable things to the board as early as turn 1. It's not that common, at least from me playing the deck, but when you go up against rogues, you're gonna find your opponent that just high rolls your Harbinger of the Blighted combos with Shadow Steps and with Web of Deception. So this just gives you an insane amount of board as early as turn 1, turn 2, and if you do that, you are most likely winning the game on the spot, unless you're going up against a control deck that can maybe minimize all the damage, but even then, it's still a very tall order for control decks to come back from this turn 1 scam. So you have a metal detector for a bunch of coins, so therefore you can play your Ziliax and your Ashamane very effectively. The reason why these cards are in the deck is not just because they are good, but because they can be mana cheated from the Sandbox Scoundrel. It is just insane how Rogue right now is almost propped up by Sandbox Scoundrel, because if this card was not in the metagame right now, Pirate Rogue would be worse, Cards Rogue would be worse, Tempo Rogue would just be worse as a whole, because then you can't do like Shadow Step 1-mana Scoundrels into a bunch of stuff in one turn to close out tempo, card advantage. It just really depends on the circumstance on why you want a Shadow Step Scoundrel. Because most likely what's gonna happen with your 1-mana Scoundrel is that you're gonna use Shadow Step combos with it, or you're gonna play Sandbox Scoundrel 1 mana into Ashamane, into Ziliax in order to dominate your opponent as early as like turn 6. Because if you were to play Sandbox Scoundrel into 1 mana Scoundrel into somehow Shadow Step that Scoundrel, then you have a 0 mana Scoundrel ready for that turn 6 Ashamane or Ziliax. But it's very dependent on the game. Obviously, you don't want to waste your mana cheating. You don't want to, you know, play 1 mana Scoundrel into 0 mana Shadow Step. That doesn't really make any sense. But the point that I am trying to make is that depending on certain thresholds of certain games, turn 6 Ziliax might just win on the spot, and value from Ashamane, especially when you play in the Rogue Mirror. I've legitimately seen so many rogues just insta-concede the moment I play this in the mirror. Now, the difficult part of this deck, what exactly is the Mulligan? So the Mulligan of this deck is actually very interesting, and luckily I could use HSReplay data in order to show you guys just how different the Mulligan data really is. It's not even a thing about being Diamond through Legend versus Legend, and we'll just take a quick look. The Mulligan doesn't exactly drastically change between Diamond through Legend players and top Legend players. However, what does change pretty dramatically is how you Mulligan against certain classes. So like against Rogue, for example. So right now, this is just a general Mulligan. Metal Detector, not really that high on the Mulligan win rate. But if you're Mulligan against Rogue, notice how that card shoots up to about a 64% and is actually a lot better into the Rogue matchup. Now, generally speaking, the Mulligan is very simple, as in just get your bounce cards, just bounce them and just throw them out as quickly as you can and just summon as many stats as quickly as possible. But against decks like DK, for example, you might need to go for a slightly different game plan where something like Ashamane is a lot more important. So getting cards like Scoundrel into your hand could be very important to just draw through your deck, get it in your hand, and then get that mana cheating as quickly as possible. But obviously, Sandbox Scoundrel is not a card that you really want to keep in a lot of circumstances. So it's just really funny and really interesting how there are certain cards that you need in different matchups. And dude, and even right here, look at that. Sandbox Scoundrel against Demon Hunter becomes the highest Mulligan win rate card, but I really can't even justify really keeping this in the Mulligan because there are just better things that you can do, and sometimes it's better to build up that board, play into your opponent, and be like, you need to have this answer, otherwise you're not gonna win. Sometimes you can cheese out some games that way, but then if they do clear with that, then you have another alternate win condition that you can focus on. There is just a lot going on with this deck. Like, I'm just gonna go through a little bit of these. Ziliak's highest Mulligan win rate against Druid, against Hunter. You probably want Mixologist, but there's not really a lot of data according to this right now. Against Mage, you just really want your tempo cards. Like, it's just really interesting when you take a look at the Mulligan data at specific matchups, because it might kind of change your Mulligan just a little bit. But generally speaking, the cards that you're going to want to keep in your Mulligan are going to be your Harbinger of the Blighted, your Space Rock Collector, your Creature of Madness, so you can just jam this out on turn 2. But the interesting thing about this deck, especially when it comes to keeping your Shadow Steps or keeping even your Web of Deceptions, it really is a live and die by the high roll circumstance, to where sometimes you could just go all in on trying to get your Harbinger of the Blighted to enable that scam, and then in typical Card Rogues fashion, whatever you get in the Mulligan, you just kind of have to deal with if it's not exactly what you wanted. So the great thing about this Rogue is that there's a lot of different ways to play it, there's a lot of different ways to Mulligan for it, and there's also a decent amount of just YOLO, see what happens, play the cards in the order in which you play them, and sometimes 30 card Rogue is just gonna find the answer. And don't forget, if you do enjoy this kind of content, feel free to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and check out the Patreon if you want to support the content directly. Happy 420, happy Easter to everybody that celebrates it, and we'll see y'all for the next video. Suck. Just like Yogg get the praise, Kill Jane for good demon. Nah, fuck Kill Jane. He's never getting my praise. Yogg deserves it. The sound effects are hilarious. Yeah, the Twitch stream has sound bites. I don't know if suck. What's the word? I don't know if YouTube has it, right? It's kind of annoying.
Rock number 802, welcome to the collection.
69 people show. Wait, seriously? It was 50 last I checked. Oh my god, dude! This is the most signed up tournament we've ever had. Oh my god, dude! Let's go. People are like actually signing up. I love to see it. And I gained 3 followers. I don't have followers on Battlefy. I don't have Tallgath. Is it worth playing a Cards Rogue? Or would it be better than some other Ashamane list? Here's the thing about Tallgath. Tallgath is really good against Paladin. I would argue it's low-key worth it, but yeah, it's still just matchup dependent. Over Planner? 3-drop is kind of goofy, but I don't want that. I don't want things to turn into a shit show. Wait a minute, that has Wind Fury. Okay, that has to die. That's a very big monkey. I don't think we can let that big monkey roam around without someone to put a dart into it. King Monkey. You know what? That is true. OFC. Of course, bro, of course. Of course, dude. Chat, you have to do it now. I'm not the one who's demanding it anymore. It's my opponent. What a very based opponent. Oh, yo. Would this ever go for combo card to try and clear board? Tallcath? Wait a minute. Tallcath low key an answer? Double the banana? I don't think that's how that works, buddy. I'm on Paladin right now. What counters Paladin out of curiosity? Like, you as a Paladin player, what matchup do you dread seeing aside from Rogue?
Oh, brother,
Do you hate seeing Mage? Because No Hands Gamer's playing freaking Protoss Mage, and I feel like that's just a terrible bring right now. What's the difference between Ashamane and Cards Rogue? Cards Rogue has Creature of Madness.
Oh, brother,
this is the distinction for Cards Rogue, is the Creature of Madness in the deck, and the Mixologist and the Tallgath. Ashamane there's a lot of different Ashamane rogues out there, but this deck is distinct because it runs these cards, and this is what I think is Cards Rogue. Mage feels worse so far. Wow, really? We could also roll into this, yeah. Set sail for sails. Maybe I'm better at Rogue than I think. Maybe I just had one bad day.
Rise, twin shadows.
Oh, no, I remember why I hate Rogue again. Crap, I remember why I hate Rogue, guys, because I never get this. Doomsayer. Man, I miss playing Warlock. Man, I really miss playing Warlock. Notice how we're not seeing Paladins anymore. Mixologist, and if we don't get a good Mixologist, then go Twisted into Madness. But then we overdraw. This is a 5/5. Shadow Step for this. Oh, dude, wait a minute. Alright, next turn we hopefully come back. Spider into this, into Shadow Step, into play this, into get the second Spider, into bounce this again. As long as he doesn't kill us in 2 turns, we're okay. And he seems very reliant on this turn to push. I guess we start with this because we haven't played it yet.
Rise, twin shadows.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
What the dog doing?
Rise, twin shadows.
Like, I can return it to my hand, but why am I rolling it?
Hey, having fun yet?
It's not a high roll if you don't let it. It's not a high roll if you don't let it be a high roll. Best advice I've ever been given. Remember, we knew what those draws were. That's not lucky. We knew those next 3 draws were guaranteed because of Overthinker. So before someone starts being like, Lamau, lucky streamer, it's like, no, you weren't paying attention. Yo, Janos. Is this where I start complaining about how you were automatically invited into the tournament? How can anyone wait, is that death? Wait, no, what is he doing? What is he doing? No, stop it. Dude, come on. I finally had a comeback, and now you just kill me next turn. Oh my lord. Dude, this is just dumb. Alright, Mixologists, grant me peace. Need armor. That's not armor. There are no taunts, right? I haven't gotten a taunt. Game, why? Why are you doing this? Bro said he could cook, but bro ain't cooking.
Sweeping the competition. Having fun yet?
Dude, this is just bullshit. Man, dude, rogue mirrors are... Oh my fucking god. How I... what do I get mad at in this game? Like, what do I get mad at here? Like, it was a good back and forth, and then suddenly Doomsayer came out, and it just felt like all of our outs went out the window. Honestly, this is just a full keep, right? Why did I put Doomsayer in the deck? Streamer, why'd you put Doomsayer in the deck? Don't you know that's Doomsayer's bad on this deck? Chalk it off and play something fun. I can't play something fun right now. If I want to play something fun, I have to play Wheel, and Wheel is bad into this deck right now. He hates seeing this on 2, by the way. I mean, Heart of the Cards, let's go. We're just Dark Gifts now. Imbue Druid is fun. Yeah, but it loses hardcore to Paladin and Rogue. It's kind of sad that I wasn't able to get my Imbue Druid clips. I maybe have to go on EU, or go on Asia and play it. Is this actually correct? Fuck it, dude. I mean, hey, this is fun, right? Cards Rogue just doing its thing. I can 1-drop prep this and maybe roll 3/2s. Even like Tallgath. Tallgath would be kind of good, right? I mean, now it's just 1 into prep this, and then just hit him in the face. Yeah, dude, we're farming stats right now. I mean, Eviscerate, hell yeah.
This is your
Okay, there we go. I mean, that last game was a game of wits, and we clearly lost. This game, the game just kind of helped us out. So, hell yeah. Yay. Rogue is dumb right now. Oh no, there might be some drama in my friend group right now. Nothing insane, but it's currently developing. I don't find Hearthstone fun unless I'm top 200. See, dude, like, I find Hearthstone fun when the deck that I'm playing is fun. Like, when my rank is high, I can tolerate the game, and I can find, like, one deck that'll, you know, make me want to grind. But more times than not, what keeps me playing the game is not my rank, but what deck I'm playing. It's just literally always 4 or 5. Who fucked who? Drop? No, it's not anything like that. It's in my band circle. I don't feel like just throwing out their names and stuff. That would not be cool. It's not Hearthstone drama, it's okay. I look at my opponent's plays and I'm like, who am I playing against when I'm lower? That's honestly, so what you're saying, like, are you saying that you don't like it when your opponents are bad? Is that what I'm hearing? A very fancy way of putting it. You just don't like it when your opponents are bad. Clark didn't show up to practice and instead played Hearthstone.
Rise, twin shadows.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I have gotten the call during stream where it's like, haha, where are you, haha? We're about to start practice, haha. And I'm like, oh shit. That has happened from time to time. Wait, should I be playing Nightmare Fuel? Wait a minute. Clark doesn't need practice, he's the GOAT. Oh no, I always need practice. I'll make so many dumb plays. This thing has to die. I don't care about taking the extra damage. I'm about to heal it back anyway. Must be good to be a rogue main right now.
Shaking us stir.
Go back to university. Is that how they say it over there? You guys have to go back to university. So fancy across the pond. You guys can't just say go to school, but no, you have to say go to university. I thought this string was my safe space.
Here we go.
This treasure ain't fit for us.
I regret doing this the moment I spent the coin, but now I have to do it. This was dumb, actually. I mean, this is max tempo play, and maybe this is okay. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe this is right because we have to full push it.
Shaking us stir.
That's 2 mana, but it could still be really good. Insta-punish, bro. Damn it. Fucking why? Insta-punish. And now I have Ziliax just awkwardly sitting in my hand. Damn it. Insta-punish.
Sail for sail! What a steal! What a steal!
This treasure ain't fit for us.
It's...
Oh, have you filled out the paperwork?
Well, wait a minute. My deck also doesn't have Zephyrs.
This treasure ain't fit for us, pirate.
Like, I feel like I have to full push here because I can't let this game go on longer. You thought it was an... What? Yamming. It's Yan Ming. There's an N in there before the M. But, dude, I'm gonna start using that, bro. Yo, I'm yamming my meat. And of course he has it! God damn it, I hate this mirror! Ugh. Why can't I win a rogue mirror, dude?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
This is treasure.
What a steal!
I don't know, dude. It's just like every single time I play this matchup, I'm trying to ask myself, is this a skill diff or an RNG diff? And I think the answer is both. Tallgatha to draw another card maybe could have been an option. But it's like, if I don't remove the 6/5s, I mean, maybe this was wrong. Well, it looks like we're fine.
Shaking us stir.
Okay, hold on.
Muzzle their magic!
All good draws. Alright. Not the worst, but this is still not winning. In hindsight, playing Ziliax was better. But that's only with the gift of hindsight. I think you might have been right, Kubu. Where playing this was maybe better. At least now he has to do this in his Ziliaxes, and I still have board. Tallgath, food. I think we have to shadow step the creature of Madden. Oh wait, shit. Order, lol. It's fine.
Here we go.
This is still killing him. There's Ashamane. So we just kind of have to play the Ashamane now.
Connect to those unseen.
Holy hell.
Choose soon. Already attacked.
We never shadow step the Ashamane back into the hand, do we?
Lot number 802, welcome to the collection.
I'm hearing Pocket's voice in my head being like, oh, we got rid of the Ashamane. Yay. But I feel like in this matchup, since we're not out of the woods yet, and we just start outvaluing him, right? Alright, hold on. Did I finally get lucky in a Rogue Mirror? That top deck was pretty fucking nuts.
This treasure ain't fit for our pirating.
Set sail for sail.
Step the Neophyte, so they are for sure dead. You know, that's a good point. Because then this wouldn't have happened. Well, I would have at least have a 7/7, but... See, okay, so Kubo's an aggro player. See, dude, I'm a combo player. I'm a combo player. It's weird to not go for value in my head. But I mean, now...
Here we go.
Lot number 802, welcome to the collection.
Rise, twin shadows.
Man, he's got nothing good in his deck. Trust me, bro. I'm trying to find them. Jesus, man. Fine, charge just because I want lethal eventually.
Choose soon.
I don't want another Ashamane, dude. I want to win the game. Alright, we didn't roll Doomsayer. Best play. Here, okay, so a lot of people are thinking, Ashamane, bounce it, bro. Why not? Because I'm about to kill him next turn. My 7/7 is going to deal 7 damage to his face. And I've also got this charge buddy in hand. Like, look at how many cards I have. I have value. I don't need more value. Does he have Zeliax left? No, Zeliax is gone.
Connect to those.
His Ashamane is left, though. So, unless he rolls infinite dubious purchases and something else, I'm pretty sure he's just dead here. Salad just still, I don't think matters. Wait, hold on. It's discounted by how much? 3? 3, 4, 1. Wait, no, stop, no, dude, no, stop.
Choose soon.
Oh my god. Wait, he drew another card. He didn't want to draw another card. Oh, he's panicking. Oh, he's panicking. Bro's panicking. Hardcore panic. So he's gonna deal 5 to himself. No, he panicked. He panicked. Alright, we had it out. Because we have a Wind Fury minion. We had charge. We were just gonna play Creature of Madnesses to try and high roll another charge. Even if he did throw it out, I think we still would have won. But it's really funny to see him panic in real time. Like, I don't want to be rich. I just want to be able to live at my means. Okay, sorry, think about the Mulligan. I just want to be able to live with my means and have fun with it. Playing the adventure, solo adventures? No, not really. I don't really like the idea of playing solo adventures. I don't like most solo content. Most solo content just like, this is a very pessimistic way of looking at it, but it's either it's too easy or it's too difficult. There's no in between with solo content.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, not rich, but definitely comfortable. Yeah, that's definitely what I want. That's most people though, right?
Arise, twin shadows.
I don't need to be rich to be happy. I just need to have a job that doesn't make me go crazy. And I'll tell you right now, I definitely have a job that makes me go crazy.
Arise, twin shadows.
That's your name, Sparky.
Alright, good cheat here. Solo content is carried completely by person's personality. Maybe that's one way of looking at it. Again, solo content is either too easy or it's too difficult. Like, I've just never enjoyed the art of figuring out how to beat those kind of bosses. For me, I'm just like, I'd rather just look up a deck, get the deck, and then beat it, and then get the achievement, and then I never have to touch it again. It literally feels like homework to me. Alright, this is really good, right? Good tempo. Hello, doggo. Come here. Get up here, doggo. Yes. Yes, up. Oh, you beautiful dog. You very beautiful dog. Aw, yes. Do you prefer Card Rogue over Pirates? Yes. Cards Rogue has more comeback ability and is less all in on ending the game as quickly as possible. And I like that versatility. Aw, big yawn. Big yawn. I'm really lucky that I entered the Hearthstone standard scene when I did. Because I was like the exodus of all like the really big streamers, the Crips.
How's he doing? More HELLSCREAM.
I mean, we just go board now, dude. Board just kills him.
Sail for sail.
This deck really just does farm Paladin.
The sun shines for me.
Alright, this is a little concerning. Oh, whoa, that's not cool. How do you stop Zarimi? By killing them. Like, I'm not even joking. You just kill them. You kill them before the combo ever becomes a problem.
I must move quickly.
So this is Shadow Step Scoundrel, or Shadow Step Buccaneer.
What a steal. What a steal. Set sail for sails.
Here we go.
What a steal. What a steal.
Too soon.
Still feels pretty good. And I don't even need to save for the Salad or Sill. I survived full Zarimi combo 1 HP today and won the game. Wait, wait. Oh, because you had Ziliax on the field? I mean, hey man, some people don't like Ziliax still, but that's one reason to still like Ziliax. Ziliax to Starships, beautiful combo. Speaking of, he heard you talking about it. Ooh, wait. Robocaller? No, it's gotta be Mixologist. Then again, Stealth? I mean, it's gotta be Mixologist, because if I get freeze, it's just game over, right? Also damage.
Taking a stud.
Oh wait, that's right. The potion's not playable. Oh fuck. Whoops. Forgot about that one.
Here we go.
It's probably not gonna matter anyway. dude. No, stop it. If I had 3 damage, it'd be lethal. Damn it! I got 3 damage, but we did high roll this actually. Wait a minute, we're high rolling.
Here we go.
He's got 15. Where's the other 12 coming from? Salajasil? Salajasil's not enough. Salajasil's 2 damage off. Like, he would have had to coin Salajasil, and then he also dies in the progress. He's just dead. And even if there was a low roll, we have a high roll possibility with Mixologist if he cleared the board. Alright, I got to the dog outside, so we'll take another break. And we'll just start high rolling with Rogue. I think we just should have done this from the very beginning, but I was just not confident with my plays. Not playing Wheel Warlock anymore. There's too many Paladins. If the meta shifts and I see less Paladin, I'll go back to Wheel, but I'm playing Rogue in order to beat up on all the, on all these dang Paladins, man. There's just so many Paladins. Ay, ay, ay. Someone give me the deck that Clark is playing. Do you think there's a relatively settled meta now? Honestly, the meta is starting to settle. I don't think we're gonna see that many more evolutions unless we just start seeing like blatant hate counter decks. Kind of like how out of nowhere we saw that warrior deck. Zephyrs. If I had a way of juicing this up, this would be hilarious, but 5/4 Zephyrs just is too good to say no to. But yeah, the meta's pretty much settled. Paladin is the king right now. It is Holy Week. Understand people want to play Paladin and be drunk. Oh my god. Hey, yo, it's Easter, bro. Can I just celebrate a little bit? Yo, let a bro celebrate Easter a little bit before you get on his before you get on his balls, you know, before you start busting balls. Like, come on, man. So yeah, we always go with enemy damage here. What? Prep Bloodlust could be better than I originally think, but this is not what I was looking for. What 3 decks am I bringing to your cup, or is it a secret? I'm probably gonna bring decks that I enjoy, but odds are, if I'm being for real, don't go telling anybody this, chat. But immediately I was thinking Ysera Rogue, Murmur Shaman, and some version of Wheel Warlock. If he's got Pig, then playing Cult Neophyte here really doesn't do much. If anything, Cult Neophyte should be used to try and like delay the Cliff Dive turn. So I think I just need to go wide, which means we do this. Maybe. You think we can get away with this? If I do this, he's gonna insta-infiltrate, right? You know what? Fuck it. I'm doing it. This is either gonna insta-win or it's gonna insta-lose, so let's find out which. Because imagine if he just plays Pig here. Or Immolation Aura. Damn it, they played a bad list. I never play around Immolation Aura, but at the same time, the Deal 2 could have worked too. I mean, you know?
Feel your blood run cold.
This is kind of funny. It's gonna be like this for 2 turns, but I mean, better than a 1-2. I'm trying here, man. I am really trying. There might have been an argument to pair this with card draw, but I don't know. I think waiting for Shadow Step might be better. I feel like I need more than 1 draw for this to be useful. my god. Okay, well, it's one of these games.
Chill out. Here we go.
Arise, twin shadows.
To tell you the truth, it's only in the last few years that I don't have a problem with Paladin being tier 1 since they don't rely on the aura. See, and that is something I kind of agree with. I'm glad that Paladin is kind of moving on from aura being good, but in lower Hearthstone ranks, aura is just still really freaking good. It just, again, it's aggro existing in order to balance the meta, and I just don't like it. Let me be a grumpy old man in peace. Spending the 7 mana right now just feels like I'm admitting loss. Why don't we sally here? I don't know. I just... Here's my logic. I'm gonna do it because the rope is burning and I don't have time to explain. But my thought process is, if I end up dealing 5 to myself, I'm gonna lose the game anyway. And it's like, these minions aren't even that good going into my next turn. Punch him for 16. I guess there is Alakir Nightmare. You know what? Actually, I'm an idiot. You're right. There is just Alakir Nightmare. I'm not thinking about Nightmare. I'm thinking about whether or not... God, dude, I'm tunnel visioning again. Like, I'm thinking about if this deals 5 to me, then I lose. And I'm not just relying on spend mana. I'm like, I'm overthinking it. Yeah, I'm overthinking it. Wait, what?
My hand is too full.
He does nothing? Dude, hold on, what? That had to be an accident, right? Okay, we can't think about that. So we just play minions go wide. We can play 1-3 in order to make pigs up worse. Skip yours? Absolutely not. I will take any win no matter how it's given to me. I have absolute zero shame. All right, well. Alakir, bring me victory or bring me death. I thought we had a plan. I mean, why would I hit him for 16 here if it's not, like, Alakir dies, and then suddenly he has, ways of just gaining health. I think it's just better to pressure the board, right? Like, I'm thinking we win the game next turn if this board sticks. It's very likely for it to stick, right? I feel like if we throw Alakir, then suddenly we just run out of gas. Because then he heals out of range with, like, with Ball Hog or something. Because, like, the minion would have stuck around. He would have still gotten the healing. But he's still cleared anyway. Ashamane for 3 cards doesn't seem good. It is probably just a Ziliak's turn, but, I'm not using Dream yet. Alakir is 16, right? Yeah, 16, 21 with Ysera Awakens. Lifesteal is annoying. Let's see. I might need to go back in the game and see if your Alakir play maybe would have just won. Honestly, Web is not a bad idea. I was considering Dream Ashamane. Stick to 7/7, but no, your play might be a little bit better. It sets up lethal. He could just play Pig and get around it, but at the same time, that's 6. He goes to 18. Heals back up. That's still 21. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Bring Boy back. Play Alakir. Wait, hold on a minute. Wait. No, it's 21. No, it's 21. Sorry. Someone's gaslighting me. YouTube, it's not lethal. YouTube, it's not lethal. Now he's at 20. Now we win. Okay, Jesus. Oh, man. Okay, alright, alright. We almost threw the game like 14 times there, but justice. Zephyrs knows what he's doing. Just believe in the boy. Jesus. Oh. Whew. Twitch Tech did definitely save us there. Rogue be an interesting class. Okay, so in Rogue, Mirror, Metal Detector, very good. Web is pretty high up as well. I think with coins, yeah, we actually keep the web. All we're doing today is mastering the mirror. Oh, dude. Oh, baby. Oh, Xena, it's happening.
Rot number 802.
Come here, doggo.
Welcome to the collection.
Come here. Come here. She is not taking no nonsense right now. Doggo, I can't.
What the dog doing?
Sorry. Oh my god, wait! Dude! Oh lord. Oh lord. Oh, the game was given to me by God himself. He was like, Clark HELLSCREAM, you have content to make. Clark HELLSCREAM, you will not lower roll the Doomsayer, right? Okay, let's go. So now my opponent just immediately concedes because he loses. Well, this is the dream. I was too busy petting the dog in order to react properly. You always have to pet your dog. Your dog always knows when it's time for pets. And my opponent apparently doesn't know when it's time to give up, so... Oh, order lol.
I got this.
Guys, we screwed up. We're missing a damage right now. Next turn, we're missing 1 damage. -1 in chat, please.
For our pirate.
Oh, that's low-key nuts, dude. Whoa. Oh my god. Wait, he's coming back. No, stop it, sir.
Here we go.
Dog drew the step. Yes, it's because I pet the dog that I'm having good RNG right now. Alright, if I continue sitting like that, it's gonna kill my back.
This treasure ain't fit for our pirate.
Shaking us stuff.
Dude, what a gamer. Oh my lord, dude, the Nightmare Fuel actually is carrying him if he wins. Dude, this actually might be an argument for Nightmare Fuel. Holy crap. Bro is kind of scaring me, not
Here
gonna
we
lie.
go.
Rot number 802. Welcome to the collection. Rot number 802. Welcome to the collection.
Now this is treasure.
Opponent is consistently top 50 EU. I mean, sure, but at the same time, this is only happening because of Nightmare Fuel. Like, good players will make good things happen, but good lord, that 3-mana scoundrel is omega carrying. Wow. Like, he found the answers, but come on, man. Turn 1, all of that didn't automatically win? What is this? What is this nightmare? So I just have to Buccaneer.
Set sail for sails. What a steal.
Alright, dude, come on. What else you got? Those are all the scoundrels, unless you got the second natural one. I'm like 1 bad top deck away from him taking this game back. Is that Doob? Okay, that's doable. Okay, hold on. Thank you, opponent. Finally something spicy, a little interesting. A little interesting.
Shadows.
Give that to me and start to get here we go.
Oh god, come on, man. Give me Ashamane or something. Do we actually just win with the Zilliax? Hold on a minute. Oh, okay. Alright, whew. That was a well-fought back and forth, and I was scared for a moment, not gonna lie. Kinda peed a little bit, but let's not think about that. Okay. Alright, maybe this deck is the nuts. But then again, that was an insane tournament.